Southbound lane of I-680 in Pleasanton remains closed following this big rig crash. The cleanup after a traffic dispute caused a truck to dump 27 tons of concrete sand. Thanks for joining us. I'm KRISTEN Z. Let's begin with the traffic headache in the East Bay. The big rig crash happened around 5 o'clock this morning. Now, 6 hours later, 2 lanes have just reopened as investigators search for the driver who caused the chain reaction mess. We have team coverage for you. ABC 7 traffic anchor Alexis Smith is mapping out how to get around that slowdown. But first, let's go to ABC 7 News reporter Amanda Del Castillo at the scene. Amanda.
Now, KRISTEN, some major progress in the last few minutes. Caltrans crews actually opened the 2 left lanes here along southbound I-680. This after cleaning up that 27 tons of concrete sand that spilled over a big rig overturned on the interstate this morning. The driver who sideswiped the big rig has caused a lot of trouble in traffic. Bumper-to-bumper traffic at the beginning of the morning commute. CHP officers say a white Honda Civic was involved in 2 separate hit-and-run scenes along southbound 680 in Pleasanton. The driver first hit an Infiniti near Stone Ridge, then sped away traveling south. As the driver approached the Burnell Avenue exit, they sideswiped this big rig, hauling 27 tons of concrete sand.
There's about a mile and a half between this accident scene and Stone Ridge, so the initial hit-and-run accident was not connected with this.
Israel Gonzalez was driving the double trailer. He tried to adjust after being hit, but ended up crashing into this black Honda Accord. The person behind the wheel was taken to the hospital with injuries.
Guess I feel really bad because, I don't want to hurt, nobody.
Gonzalez was lucky to walk away without any injuries after his trailer went over a guardrail and overturned. His load spilled across the interstate, and his tractor ended up over an embankment.
I'm really lucky because I'm still alive. You can see my truck.
Initial reports by the CHP mentioned the possibility of 2 sedans racing, then crashing into the back of Gonzalez's truck. Officers later learned the driver in the Infiniti involved in the first hit and run ended up following the Honda Civic driver, prompting reports of 2 vehicles driving recklessly.
A lot of people, they driving, really fast, close to the trucks. I recommend don't do it. Don't do it.
Gonzalez says in his nearly 30 years as a professional driver, this was his very first major accident. We know that the driver of the Honda Civic is now wanted on felony hit and run charges, but if